So, field upgrades. Yes, people, they do still exist in Battlefield 4. I bet you guys kind of forgot about that, didn't you? Kind of like how I almost forget how broken the game is sometimes, and then I get reminded every time I get shot behind the wall, which is like every 2 minutes in my case. But anyway, so field upgrades. I don't see a lot of people covering them on YouTube, so I thought I would put together this little guide for you guys and go over some of the features and benefits of equipping some of these field upgrades. So you have 5 field upgrades. You have the 3 main ones, which are defensive, offensive, and the shadow field upgrade, and then of course you always have those 2 class-specific ones. Now they all give your squad extra perks that could possibly give you a greater advantage if your squad is doing well, because you need to rack in some points in order to unlock better features. So the way this works is you pick a field upgrade and it has multiple levels. You start off, obviously, at level 1, and if your squad stays alive long enough and does well on the battlefield, you earn more squad points. Now you can go up to level 4, it automatically levels you up. You don't actually have to, you know, like put in your points in a thing and then that thing levels you up. No, it's done automatically. It makes sense. It makes total sense. So now that I've thrown that in all of your faces, let's get into what each field upgrade does and what class it benefits the most. So let's start off by taking a look at the defensive field upgrade. At level 1, it reduces damage to the chest by 10%. At level 2, it decreases the amount of suppression by 50%. At level 3, it decreases damage from explosions by 15%. And at level 4, it increases the health regen radius of your friendly bro box, aka the medipack. So if we take a look at the perks here, I think it's very suitable for engineers and assault players because of the fact they're often, you know, the front line of attack. So they will definitely benefit from the damage reduction to the chest. And this is very useful against recons as well, so they will not be able to get one-shotted from up close, except for maybe the SRR, which I believe does 110 damage. I do believe so. But then again, that's kind of bad news for all you recons out there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, recons. Kind of feel bad for saying this now. Choppy's gonna be mad at me. Oh, he so will. He will. Now, the assault players will definitely benefit from the suppression reduction, since, again, usually the assault guys are in the first line of attack, and they will try to P that FO as much as possible. Let's see what I did there. And this perk will make it it will make you a lot more lethal against enemy support players or enemies who are using those frickin' DMRs, because that weapon suppresses like a motherfucker. It really does. But who even uses DMRs anyways these days? I mean, they're kind of like the hipsters of the battlefield, aren't they? The guys who are using those DMRs. Fucking dicks. Fucking dicks. Now, that was a joke, by the way. So if you were offended by this, everyone gets hugs and kisses from Dolce. It's fine. Even people who play with DMRs. It is fine. Now that I'm actually talking about DMRs, I actually had a great idea earlier today. What if DICE just put in a different audio slider just for the DMR, so we wouldn't have to put up with the psh, 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 psh. Anyways, let's get back to whatever I was doing before doing these shockingly accurate sound effects. So, field upgrade number 2, the offensive one. Now, at level 1, I'm sorry, I'm just laughing like an idiot. What am I doing? This is... Come on, get it together, Dolce. Get your shit together, man. Come on. So at level 1, your maximum sprinting speed is increased by 10%. At level 2, your ammo inventory gets increased by 50%. And at level 3, you equip an additional nade. And at level 4, it increases the height you can fall off of without taking any sort of damage. Now this field upgrade doesn't really offer you anything exceptional. I think it will only benefit all of you aggressive players out there, so this would be very suitable for all you assault players. Maybe the occasional aggressive recon who might benefit from the sprint boost, but that's really the only reason I would recommend this one for. Field upgrade number 3, Shadow. Ooh, that one sounds cool, doesn't it? Ooh. Now this one fits the stealth playstyle perfectly, it really does. At level 1, it reduces the time at which you are spotted by 2 seconds. At level 2, your sprinting speed is increased by 10%, and at level 3, it reduces your fall damage. And I forgot the 4th one. Okay, at level 4, you are undetected by those Pokeballs who detect movement except for when you are sprinting. So like I said earlier, it's perfect for when you want to be stealthy and you want to slap a suppressor onto your rifle or whatever the weapon of your choice is at that time. But it's also really to anyone who is more of an aggressive player, who is more of a PTFO player, especially in Rush. So for all you professional MCOM armors out there, you will greatly benefit from this field upgrade, and pretty much anyone who has more of an aggressive playstyle. And really, this field upgrade is useful for pretty much all classes. I think it will depend more of your playstyle and if you run with a suppressor or not. I mean, in both cases, you can greatly benefit from this field upgrade. So those are the 3 main field upgrades. You of course have the class-specific field upgrades as well. You can go and look those up on Battlelog. Now, I'm not going to cover them in this video because, one, it's just going to get boring after a time. You know, I'm just going to read them for you, and it's going to get boring. You guys can read, I hope. No, you can read. Of course you can read. And 2, I am going to cover them in my future class guides that I'm currently working on. So yeah, I don't want to spoil, you know. I just don't want to spoil. So try these out, guys, and try to match the right field upgrade to your playstyle or loadout. And if you have a decent squad, or when you're playing just with friends, with your mates, it can definitely help you out big time on the battlefield. I know a lot of people don't really pay attention to the field upgrades, so I thought I would make this little video to tell you that they are indeed worth checking out. So I hope you got something out of this video, guys, and you've learned something new about the field upgrades. And if you didn't, well, that's okay. Just go and check out my cinematic montage video. It's got sexy music and cinematics and sexiness. It's full of sexiness. Go ahead and check it out. I'm sure you'll like it. And of course, if you did like the video, don't forget to like the video. No, that's just a bad joke. Alright, guys, that's it for me. Hugs and kisses for everyone. I am Dolce, and I'll see you in the next video.